kiosk for the
Mweshimiwa, you say no one has a bigger brain than you. Just remind us, how many degrees, diplomas do you have?
3 degrees, 4 diplomas. No fear.
Imagine,
and they're not just degrees. No, a degree and a first class honors degree in actuarial science. I think actuarial science so far is the best degree, the best course in the one.
Is it?
Followed by medicine, and then masters in actuarial science and a law degree. Then the diplomas I don't want to mention now because I don't want to scare people.
So, you know, I want you to be very humble anytime Babu checks in.
Because
when we are alone with you here,
yes,
the things you tell me about your degree and everything. Your degree in telecommunication, where I come from is not a matter of degree. Yes. It is degree in what? Degree, anyone can get a degree, but in what?
Binguni hakuna degree.
Ukwenda huko. Hivyo ndio siku hizi mnajitetea. Emmanuel Maboga anasema, please tell Babu that I will be voting for him in any post anytime he decides to vie.
Thank you.
So
in any post,
but he intends to vie. So there's governor in 22.
Yes,
27,
2027.
That's some serious. That's a serious move, statement.
Dr. Collins Mwanga, Babu Owino, after you fix Nairobi, come back home to Migori and fix it too. We have sleeping politicians here.
Thank you.
Achevi Max anasema, Mweshimiwa, tell them about the modern kiosks and pedestrian pavement along Tel Aviv Road and also Aviation Road.
I think what is the issue of the modern kiosk, there are youths who are unemployed, and myself together with the county government, we agreed that at least these youths can be given an opportunity to construct the kiosk so that they can earn a living from them. Yes.
Jogo Kinyanjoi say, in terms of Babu working, work has been done, but now just waiting for even more since his work is now official. He's been hindered to work because of the so many court cases, but now since it is official, we expect even more.
Thank you, and I will do it.
You're determined.
I will do it.
What is your relationship with
watu wametumwa?
What hakuna mtu ana disagree?
Babu, my choice for leadership in any position. Much love from Vihiga County. That is Kakia.
Vihiga.
The voice of people is the voice of God.
Kosimayo anasema, whoa, congratulations Babu, now it's time to serve the people.
The voice of the people
is the voice of God.
Is the voice of God.
Bus.
So that is the voice of God talking.
Speaking.
Yes.
We are reading
where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name.
Yes. Underline it in
I shall
name.
be there.
Matthew 18:11.
Bus.
Yes. Matthew
18:11.
Yes, that's it. Tuendelee. Wow. So Babu, now question comes in.
Yes.
You've seen what has been happening in the current regime and the government and people looting. You've seen how people
every day there's a new scandal.
Yes. And a few voices like yours were actually needed in to push in some of these things, legislative issues that are affecting the country now. Now, since you are in government, and I think this handshake is also just as bad as it is. As bad and as good as it is for the stability and the issues around the country and people working in good terms. And their tension not there, very good for the handshake. Yes. But now the handshake has also made you guys that we were expecting to move and push the government now to lack even voices, because I don't think you are anywhere to criticize anything now.
There's no opposition.
There's no opposition, my friend.
Being in government and being in bed with the government are two different things.
You are in bed with the government.
You are not in bed with the government.
You are in bed with the government. That one I can confirm.
Jalas, I think there's no evidence to prove that. And I believe that as Babu Owino, when anything wrong happens in the nation, it happens for the Kenyan citizens. The tax that is being looted is a tax that is meant to provide employment opportunities for Kenyans, is a tax that is meant to provide health facilities, better healthcare to Kenyan citizens. Tax meant for our women to get even loans. These loans that they can use to improve their businesses or start their business as a capital. This is tax meant to improve the living standards of Kenyan citizens. And this tax must be protected religiously, And anybody who is looting or messing up with the money of the Kenyan citizens should be dealt with circumphoniously and should be discombobulated. Now, Jalas, Babu Owino is a member of the National Assembly. My role is to ensure that this tax is protected and this tax is used in the right way, because we are soon passing the budget. And this budget that we are going to pass is a budget that is meant to serve the interests of the Kenyan citizens. And I believe that the fact that there was the handshake does not prevent us or anybody in the government from fighting these looters. You saw the president himself, he's in the government. He's the topmost person in the government. But he's fighting. He started fighting this corruption, this giant. And he must add extra strength. He must be more strict and he must deal with the big fish as well as the small fish.
Do you think heads will fall, Babu? I mean, so far we've just seen the small fish, like you said. Do you think the big fish, the big names, will fall?
They will have to fall. At one particular time, they will have to fall. If they don't fall, we will make them fall.
Wow,
because
but
we
I
need
think
to
it's
treat these
going...
people equally. We don't need to go for the people, the small fish. Because those people, they are a product of the bigger fish.
Yeah.
Now, these people who are the big fish, they must be dealt with head on, because they were put in those positions to serve the interest of the Kenyan citizens. Wow. Then this idea of having these cabinet secretaries to be technocrats, I think that is a wrong thing. That's why we need to revisit the constitution, so that the politicians who go on the ground, who know the plights of the Kenyan citizens, who know the problems in the slums, if they tell you that there is hunger in the slum, they know. If they tell you there is no water in the slums, they know. If they tell you that somebody is suffering, needs to be transported from Nairobi to the village when a person passes away, they know. Not the technocrats. A person reads in the US, in the United Kingdom, comes back to Kenya, gets employment opportunity, then they are not related with these people. They don't know what the people are suffering from.
Back to Embakasi East, Joseph Thuo says Embakasi County Estate toilets have been in pathetic state for a decade now. Shortage of water is the norm.
I know issues of toilets, issues of sanitation and water is work of the county government, which I will make sure that I speed up. I will liaise with the county government to ensure that services are delivered to the constituents. It is a term of 5 years. And we will do it within
Water cannot wait for 5 years, but water is needed now.
I know there are temporary solutions that are going to provide for the issuance of water in Embakasi East constituency, and this is digging of boreholes so that they can supply water to every plot in Embakasi East constituency. I mean that, and that'll do it.
Yeah, you've known what has been happening under the bridge at Taj, eh?
Yes.
Taj
There's mugging and insecurity. The other day I called the OCPD Embakasi constituency, and he agreed, Embakasi police station, he agreed. And as we speak, there's the deployment of police, the police patrol around the area. So I urge people to be very careful, and they should also know that the police are working also on it. That I talked to the OCPD myself, and he is working on it.
Babu, honestly speaking, do you think this handshake will last? Do you think, because, everyone, a lot of people are very optimistic, but there are some pessimists out there who are saying this will not last.
Jeff, even when Jesus Christ was born and they said that this is the Son of God, the pessimists said, no, this is not the Son of God. But eventually they came to agree with it. Uhuru Kenyatta has been in politics. He has experience in politics. He's attained the highest office so far. Raila Amolo Odinga has been into politics for more than 30 years. He has the experience. He's been a prime minister. He's been a top contender in the presidential race. Probably he's won elections in the presidential race. But, in politics at times they say the end justifies the means. And with this, these two people cannot just come to lie to Kenyans. These two people have the best interest of the Kenyan citizens at heart.
Absolutely.
Yes.
My lens, my style. That's Steffi Owino. Says, I live in Baraka Estate and I've been buying water now for over a year. The roads are pathetic.
To Baraka.
There's a road that's moving towards the bridge to Soweto, all the way from the Embakasi, the Jeshi, where there's the soldiers are staying, all the way to Soweto. That is being worked on. I've discussed with Kura, they want to start working on it. So very soon, that road will not be pathetic anymore. And we are talking of the issue of water that I've said that I'll provide temporary solutions first as we await the permanent solution, which the government is planning to build a dam around Kiambu that will supply water to the residents of Eastlands in Nairobi. And I think Embakasi East is closer to Kiambu than any other place in Eastlands. So we will benefit first.
Tell me something.